I got to say that was terrific, and he was undrafted, and he helped the Mavericks beat the Nuggets. So the Nuggets are going to be trying to make up for that loss.
Well, when all this happened, I said it's very similar to what we saw on Monday. Remember how hungry Cleveland was because they had lost the night before to Boston at home.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. I mean, listen, you play so many games, that can happen. What you've got to be able to do, you've got to protect against the cutters. Jokic, you're not stopping. It's the cutters you've got to make sure you do a good job.
Jokic started by Huff, who played in Denver a few years ago. As Cameron Johnson misses, rebound tip, and Ben Shepherd has it.
I think you want to look to see can you score early in the clock, too.
Siakam on the baseline against Peyton Watson, who's in the starting lineup for the injured Aaron Gordon.
Not big enough.
And Siakam had it blocked, but they're going to call a foul. His 4 assists has been brilliant this year. You can see what he did Monday against Cleveland. A stretch of 8 of 9, 20 or more points. 1,042. Carlisle with 997 is 3 shy of that magic number 1,000. Murray.
There's another guy you got to worry about, because if he's coming off the pick and roll and he's active and effective, and he really puts you in a tough spot.
And the Pacers get the rebound. Murray hobbled a little bit by injury, only played a handful of minutes in that win, in that loss on Monday, but he is back in the starting lineup tonight.
They're trying to figure out their rhythm, because they've been playing games without Ron and Aaron Gordon, so they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with their new personnel, because they have championship aspirations. I'm not sure they're going to be ready for that.
Right back in, knocked away by Siakam.
This guy's unbelievably strong. And I mean, Jokic is unbelievably strong.
Now Siakam goes to work and scores. 5-0 Indiana.
Did a nice job attacking right there. Early in the clock, he had Jokic, but he went to attack him anyway.
Denver has the #2 first quarter offense in the league at 32 points per game. Indiana has been a slow starting team. We saw that on Monday against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jokic is going to,
This is the guy that you don't want to get going. You see, they got Cam Johnson from Brooklyn, and life's a little different for him because he had the ball a lot more in Brooklyn, and he's been up and down with Denver because he doesn't have the usage, and he's got Jokic, and he's got to figure out how to play with him, but I don't want him to get going tonight because he can score the ball from outside.
Jay Huff from three-point range, way long. Rebounded by Watson. To your point about Denver.
I just said wrong. I just said wait.
Cam Johnson, the first 11 games, averaged 7 points. Bad pass, Jokic. Running Mathurin on a nice pass and a layup. Pacers force the turnover and score. And it's 7-3 Indiana.
This is the action you got to watch. You don't run that center pick and roll and let him get down there. You got to go late, but you're going to have to go. Because he is so big. Where he really gets you is he leverages, because he's got long arms and unbelievably strong.
What's remarkable about his scoring, he doesn't do it with all that many shots.
No, he's an efficient basketball player. Nothing he does, it takes a whole lot to get things
to start of a 4-game Western Conference road trip. The Pacers without Benedict Mathurin and T.J. McConnell.
That was a tough trip.
Andrew Nembhard played his first game back in that game against Denver. He had 22 points and 6 assists. And as you said, his brother, Ryan Nembhard, with a tremendous game on Monday. 28 points, 10 assists. Talk about efficiency. The younger Nembhard, as you said, Quinn, 12 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3.
And he's on a two-way. I mean, the question is what they got to figure out what they're going to do with him from a contractual standpoint.
Murray almost lost it, nearly poked away, and is going to fire and hit a 3.
Over Jay Huff. And like you can hear Rick Carlisle, ladies and gentlemen, in the background say, get the ball, let's go, let's go. Again, try to get to the offense quick.
Mathurin out behind the three-point arc, drives on Murray, slips to the floor, and then Jones fell on top of it.
But I'm wondering, well, he's got different shoes on, so it's not the shoes.
And that's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to be a holding foul.
Yeah. And Jokic will exaggerate that. He got
play that year. This is his 11th year, Jokic. And he's got it against Huff. To the shoot, inside, got it.
They were trying to go double team. If he puts the ball on the floor and it's in the paint, it's so long and strong, it's too late.
And first lead for Denver. Siakam, they show double with Jokic. He spins to the baseline, missed it. Contact with Murray. Murray back the other way, a pull-up three. And you can hear Rick Carlisle in front of us. He wants his team to push. And Shepard will push and hit a three.
Well, it's good sign to see him knock down a shot. And he did some, I thought, last game, a little bit against Cleveland. But he has been struggling with the three-point shot. But I think it's Chris. He's had an extra load put on him, partially blocked. How about that three that's partially blocked by Jay Huff? Add that to it.
Nembhard goes inside, Huff in the corner. Well, that would have been a nice play, a block and a three on back-to-back possessions. Cam Johnson in and scores, and we're tied at 12. And a timeout taken by Rick Carlisle and the Pacers with 6:31 to play.
Denver, nobody plays like them because of what he does. A lot of respect from Tyrese. Back from last season, thought it was worth sharing.
All right, thanks so much, JJ, on the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance sideline.
Essence of the statement you make. When you do that, you get people back in their more comfortable roles that they prepared for, that they were hoping that they play, and you got somebody that's an Earl in at this time. And that, you're taking away some time from First. The thing about First, he will play hard.
He's out there, he's guarding Peyton Watson, chases him out to the wing. Isaiah Jackson has come in to now guard Jokic. The double comes from Mathurin. Tim Hardaway Jr. is in, and a three is in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Indiana. That's missed by Spencer Jones out of Stanford on a two-way deal. He has played really well for the Nuggets. Here's Mathurin inside, and the Pacers back in front. Mathurin had just 11 on Monday night after back-to-back games of 20 and 19, and Murray back there.
Because if you guess, with players like Jokic, if you guess, you're wrong. Whatever you do, you're wrong.
We're not going to guess there. That's Nembhard for three. And the Pacers up 17-14. Tim Hardaway Jr. sets the screen. Terrific three-point shooter inside to Jokic. And Jokic has 6. When he had 19 assists in this building last year. Jokic.
I'd like to say I'm surprised because he's just that good. There's nothing that surprises me about him. I think what people are amazed at is he doesn't have that athletic body, but he's still able to make plays that appear athletic.
That's no good. It's popped out. Hardaway has it, and he pulls up for three. And Hardaway Jr., who played for Rick Carlisle in Dallas, hits the three. 42% on the year. That's his 50th. Played last year in Detroit. And now Mathurin. And he's going to leave that short. Watson. Jarris Walker's come in, and that's going to be a basket and a foul. It's on Isaiah Jackson.
That's as a physical a layup as you're going to see. Watson came and initially
him when he wasn't there.
There's no question, Chris. They miss him because he does a lot of the dirty work. He's not a big-time scorer. He's a decent ball handler. They've gone to a 2-3 zone. The Pacers got to recognize it. They just recognize it.
It's an 8-0 run for Denver. McConnell on the baseline, got to his spot, left it short. Valanciunas challenged, and Brown up the floor. And he walks. The Pacers will get it back. That is the second Denver turnover. The Pacers also have 2. Inside drive short by Walker.
Tried to shoot that, moving across the lane. Valanciunas is more than adequate backup.
And that's a bucket by Murray. 24-17, 3.5 to play. That's 10 straight points for Denver after the Pacers led 17-14. They try to slow Indiana down on the offensive end with this zone, and it's a steal.
Because that's where we started out. I thought when Rick was telling him to run, because you want to get him in a game of pace.
And Valanciunas the basket, and just like that.
That shot we thought was a two-pointer by Murray, they've made a three-pointer.
So it's now a 13-0 run. As TJ McConnell comes inside, out there with Siakam. Garrison Matthews is in for the first time.
If you watch that, Chris, they're zone. I mean, I don't know do much more of a zone than that.
Offensive rebound. Jackson beat the shot clock.
Offensive rebounds on an air ball generally rebounds on a miss like that, an air ball, generally come to the offense.
Matthews guards Hardaway. Matthews played last year in Atlanta. He's on a second 10-day contract, had 15 off the bench the other night. Murray, ball picked up and good by Zeke Naji.
He dropped through the legs of Siakam, and he turned and looked for it. By the time he did, Naji had the ball on the basket, at the backboard.
This is a series that's been dominated by Denver, as McConnell shooting 62% over the last 7 games as his first two. Denver's won 6 straight here. Overall, they've won 10 of the last 11 in the series. Indiana won last year in Denver, then it cost Michael Malone his job. Murray against Furphy. And a foul. Now the official is waving it off.
You'll also notice when you look at his arms, you and I have been able to do it. He's bigger. He's stronger than he was last year. We worked on that.
Murray probing inside Valanciunas and was met there by
winning the non-Jokic minutes. When Valanciunas is on the floor, when they don't have Joker on the floor, you can't be even.
Takes 5 rebounds off the bench, long-time starter. But if you look at it, Bruce Brown, Hardaway, Valanciunas, they've all been starters in this league.
When you've got a championship caliber team, that's exactly what you're going to have. Because you've got to have guys that have been through difficult times and had some success and failures and been able to come back and been successful along the way.
You saw that run on your screen, 17-4. It was 13 straight. Murray into the lane, and he tried to throw it inside. Shot clock at 5 and put it in.
Well, they will come with the loose ones.
10-point first quarter for Jamal Murray, and Siakam with a 3. The numbers have tumbled a little bit. He was near 40% from three-point range. That down to about 33% right now. As Brown.
Great anticipation there by McConnell.
Ahead to Matthews, laying it in. TJ McConnell's averaging a better than a steal per game.
Great recognition on the part of TJ.
Pacers down 7. And an offensive foul. Matthews wanted the shot. Now Jackson drives on Valanciunas, takes him inside with a left hand, and somehow got it in off the glass.
Pretty impressive balance there.
Pacers have battled back from a double-figure deficit. Denver has given up double-figure deficits this year. In fact, 5 losses and 2 recent losses leading by double figures. It's a 5-point Denver lead. Shot clock down to 4. Valanciunas free throw line, left it short. Jackson the rebound, 2 seconds. And McConnell puts it away, and it's off the rim. And we have played a quarter in it.
But because of his relationship with Herb Simon, he focused on Indiana. But the governor's here tonight, the mayor's here tonight. Yeah. It's truly remarkable.
And there's Herb Simon with Kevin Pritchard. Always great. We do this each and every year. Adam Silver joins us here courtside in December as we celebrate the season of giving. What a start, Commissioner, to this NBA season. The TV ratings, the highest we've seen in 15 years. The social media engagement, the streaming numbers. You have to be.
Remember, I was here on opening night for the double overtime game against Oklahoma City.
So maybe you'll bring some more of that luck with you.
Well, but this team, and credit to Rick Carlisle, they always compete, they fight hard, you know, and when I was coming back into Indianapolis this afternoon. Just all the time I spent here last season, the finals, was here for the WNBA All-Star game over the summer. So always so much happening here in this community around the game.
Well, you got to be pleased to that very point, because Herb's been such a staunch member of the NBA family. To have this happen for him, it says a lot about what the league and everybody in the office has been able to put together. Pleased about that,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Point, absolutely. And what the fans couldn't possibly know is how involved Herb Simon is behind the scenes. You know, he serves on the equivalent of the league's executive committee. He's involved in every decision we've made, from the founding of the WNBA, now hard to believe 29 seasons ago, to everything we're doing in Europe and Africa and in Asia, around the world. But again, so much of it brings attention to the community here in Indianapolis. He loves the game. Again, I mean, he was there in the earliest days of the WNBA. It's wonderful to see the success of the Fever now. He was a great advisor to David Stern, of course, to me as well. And he's just an amazing person on top of all that. And obviously I was out with his daughters on the court just now for the toy celebration. So always thrilled to be here. Good.
Well, Adam Silver, the commissioner.
For Dallas, Boston. And a lot of that went to the fact that it was a 7-game series. You had more viewers. You had great competition. And that's what it's about. And so, as you said, Chris, to have 7 different teams over 7 years in the championship. And by the way, it's not, again, if teams repeat or whatever, that's fine too. Right. But so it doesn't have to be a different champion every year, but we just want fans in every market to see that their teams have a shot to compete. And they're going to be down years and competitive every night. And there's so much talent out on the floor. They're an exciting team to watch.
Well, the challenge here has just been getting healthy, because you're right. You mentioned this earlier with Rick. Coach Carlisle, who does a great job with the Coaches Association as well as with the Pacers, is a tremendous leader. And your leadership, I'm saying this, you're probably going to get mad at me. I don't mind. I've known you for many years.
I am going to
go ahead.
Interrupt you on that, only because to your point, it is a family. It's about all of us. And I think we're really fortunate to be part of this industry. Thank you to the fans. None of us would be here without them. And these various stakeholders, it begins with, you know, the owners, you know, and Herb Simon is a leader there who, you know, the ways.
Nembhard fights and has it blocked by Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson is a long athlete. My goodness, is he young.
And Pacers have dipped into their 3rd center. Tony Bradley is in. You saw him while we were talking to the commissioner. Hit a baseline jumper. He's guarding Jokic right now.
Well, this is Coach Carlisle giving them both, because he's got a big enough body.
What a move by Jokic.
Yeah, footwork is exquisite, but you want to put as many different looks on Jokic as you can, because he's just that difficult to cover.
8 straight points for Denver after the Pacers had cut it to 1. Siakam hits the jumper. Pascal has 8. Murray has 10. He's the only double-figure scorer in the game. And Siakam has 8 to lead the Pacers. Watson the catch. And it hangs on the rim. And the former UCLA Bruin could not get it to go. Nembhard goes inside and draws the foul on Cam Johnson.
You talk about
13 assists in the loss to Dallas, as Juris Walker back in. Now a message from Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Big Mike.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent helps guide you through the process.
And Nembhard, who earlier missed a pair of free throws, hits them both. And the Pacers down 5, 48-43. Nembhard guards his teammate on the Canadian national team, Jamal Murray.
He's by himself there. You can hear him saying ISO.
Blocked by Bradley. And the Pacers have a 5-on-4 because Joker is late getting back. Skip pass to Walker.
Yeah, but that pass was a floating pass. It was a faster one. He can get a shot off.
Matthew.
Same thing. That one's what they try to do is get you to float the pass instead of get it in directly.
Watson, and they'll set the half-court offense. Pacers have 6 first-half turnovers, and Murray makes them pay.
Yeah, that's why you can't turn it over, because they'll make you pay either fast in the fast break scenario, and they've got people good enough to make you play if they play half court.
And Nembhard got the basket. And Nembhard has 9. He had 22 and 6 assists back in November when these teams played. It was his first game back after missing 7 games with that shoulder injury he suffered on opening night here against Oklahoma City.
He's by himself again. Nice job getting the body on him. Just fall asleep. They cannot fall asleep.
Bruce Brown, 8th-year veteran out of Miami with his 2nd field goal. And now Nembhard had it blocked by Watson, and Brown up ahead and lays it in. Bruce Brown has 6.
What they've been able to put on Denver, Braun is not here, but they've been able to put athletes on the floor. And when you do that, they make the passing lanes much more difficult to pass in.
Denver getting up and down the floor. Johnson for 3, and the lead is double figures. And an Indiana timeout. Aaron Gordon, 2 starters that are out with injury. No timetable on their return. Nembhard off the Bradley screen. Dumps it out to Mather, and he just missed the 3. Shot clock down to 7. Nembhard goes inside over Murray and missed it. And Watson with the rebound. And they run that offense through Jokic, such a terrific passer, #1 in the NBA. Skip pass goes to Jones.
When he's on, it really makes it difficult because they run that high pick and roll. You try to make a decision whether you switch it, whether you want to trap it, and if Murray's making that shot, that's one. But you get Murray and Jokic making that shot, it puts that much more pressure on them.
Now they switch back. Furphy guarded by Watson, and that's an offensive foul. It's on Bradley.
Yeah, definitely. They're just that much more offensive. They have a much more efficiency in their offense when you do that. If you leave somebody open, he's going to find it.
And a 6-3 for Jamal Murray.
And that help came from the backside, but you got the passing ability, the eyesight, the understanding from Jokic to get the ball where it needs to go.
Huff fouled by Jokic.
On purpose.
Yeah, that's the second.
He's made enough to get runs going.
Yeah, 42% Jay Huff in the last 7 games from 3-point range. As Shepard throws it down.
I mean, that was really good from the inbounds because he inbounded the ball. Oh, he just traveled. Yeah, that's why
Shepard tracks it down.
That's why he threw it away, because he traveled.
And now Shepard, shot fake. 2 Nuggets flew by him, and now on the baseline, out to Shepard again for 3.
I like the ball movement, the patience, but what you see is the patience will drive the cracks or crevices, if you will, in the defense, and then you're able to swing the ball.
There's the double. Murray.
But you got what you want out of it because you made the pass be in the air for a while.
He's only missed 2 shots tonight.
From there, I don't know if he'll miss more than that.
I think you're right. Huff for 3. Long rebound, tracked down by Spencer Jones. On a 2-way contract, 2nd year out of Stanford. Has been terrific the last 3 games in a starting role with their injuries. High up off the glass. I think it missed the glass.
Yeah, I don't think that got
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the shot.
Are you serious?
It bounced off the rim and wedged itself between the rim and the backboard. I've never seen that.
I've never seen that. In many moons in hoops.
Jones wrapped up and fouled by Mather. I was going to say that was a backboard wedgie.
Yeah, but I was on defense because I could hit you as hard as I wanted to hit you. If I'm on offense, you could hit me as hard as you want to hit me.
And there's another basket for Murray. He is going head-to-head with his teammate on the Canadian national team, and it's all Jamal Murray tonight.
I mean, he turns this corner, and Jamal Murray, who was able to control it and put it in the basket.
His 4th 30-point game, and he's got 31. He had 10 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter. He's got 8 already here. We haven't even played 3 minutes.
Well, they're coming at when Siakam turned that corner. I mean, Murray came at him so hard. You can see he has nowhere to go. And Watson, and Drew's running into the same problem.
Shepard 2 to shoot.
Good.
Boy, he is shooting it much better. 7 of 14 his last 4 games coming in. 3 of 3 tonight from three-point range. But it's still a big 24-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. Watson no good. Rebounded by Mathurin.
Ball's got to move on the pass.
It's going to be no shot. Kevin scored 26 total points last year as a rookie, and he had 28 on Monday night. Mathurin, the jumper. He's in double figures with 11. Has been in double figures in all 11 games he's played this year. He's missed 11 games due to injury. So half of these games, there's Jones and Siakam the foul. He will find you when you least expect it.
No question. That's why I think the most important thing when you're playing against Denver, you almost have to guard Jokic man to man, and everybody else has to watch, keep their men from cutting. Because what his ability, where he's really strong, it's right here. Watch, and they catch Siakam, and Siakam falls asleep, and in his recovery, he jumps under Jones.
Second free throw no good. Pacers 8:28 to play in the third. They have their starting lineup out there. These 14 different starting lineups this year. Siakam against Watson. Double comes, throws it out to Nembhard.
So who's this on?
It's on Mathurin. So 49%, very acceptable. And the Pacers 7 of 16 from 3. The problem, Denver 67% and 10 of 17 from behind the arc. And this guy just won't miss.
This guy is just he is loading up tonight, and he hadn't had to take a lot of really hard shots.
I mean, the problem is we saw this on Monday night. We saw Donovan Mitchell go for 43. As Siakam misses, long rebound out to Mathurin. Huff for 3. Rebound by Siakam, and it will be Pacers ball. Pacers ball.
You'll be able to see the hold. I must have had a bad view on that, because I saw it looked to me like that Mathurin did a little bit of the knocking around.
And inside, Siakam has 10. He's been in double figures now in all 21 games he's played this year.
So is LeBron.
He has a long streak.
Yeah, he got a long streak at 10-point. Matter of fact, he had to do some work to get it the other night.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, if you go back, I don't know if he was in a Cleveland, I think a Cleveland uniform, dating back to the playoffs. The Pacers held him to single digits in a game in the postseason, and that's one of just very few that he's had less than 10 points.
I would say probably less than 10. The thing that you were listening to with Coach Boyle, what the Pacers are really battling in themselves, is you're letting your offense determine what your defense is doing.
Jokic open hits. And a timeout taken by Rick Carlisle and the Pacers as the lead balloons to 21. But it's even been more dominant, and a foul as Spencer Jones in the air. Nembhard to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, that was somewhat of an aggressive foul.
When he had 22 points and 6 assists. And Andrew hits the free throw. Now a message from Galitko and Daly.
Injured at work? For a free consultation, call IndianaWorkers.com. The Work Injury Lawyers. IndianaWorkers.com.
And Nembhard's in double figures. He has 11. 12 for Mathurin, 11 each for Shepard and Nembhard, 10 for Siakam. Jay Huff has yet to score tonight. Murray comes off the screen, has Mathurin behind him.
Yeah, but look at his security blanket.
Well, he missed it, but Brown there to lay it in.
And the reason it wasn't rebound properly, one, other Pacers didn't block out. Two, you're not used to Jokic missing shots from that area.
Well, they just fly at you defensively, don't they?
Yeah, because they feel very confident that behind them, Jokic is going to make a good defensive play. It's great. Oh, boy, he had the right idea.
I mean, they are taking all of the shot clock, Quinn, to even get close to attempting a shot.
Because they're playing a little bit of like a zone and making it really hard. Now, what the Pacers got in return makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
But for the way the Pacers were playing, he was perfect. But it worked out for him, and it's worked out for the Pacers because without Bruce Brown, there's no Siakam.
Right.
And that's not something you want to do.
Johnny Furphy has come in, free throw line jumper. Shepard, he is shooting it, Quinn, with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, you know what? There's never any question about his working. And I think he's worked at his craft. I think defensively he works quite a bit. This is a good lesson for Johnny Furphy. Have to guard Murray.
Well, Murray just does such a great job with his body.
That's a veteran of both NBA play and of international play. Understanding how do you create that space.
Nembhard to Huff for three. Got one to go. Last starter to score. Remember a couple of games ago, he started the game off with 14 consecutively. Well, this is his fourth double-figure game.
And don't think that didn't sit with him.
Sure.
The fact that he didn't score. He's going to look to try to find a way to be more effective, given that.
Murray comes off the screen, chased by Mathurin into Jokic, left that short. Now the Pacers have it, down 24.
Got to go now.
That was the margin at the half.
He had his shot when he's at the top of the key. You got to look at it that early.
Murphy has played 12 minutes in his return. He's missed the last month with that ankle sprain. Mathurin got Brown in the air and threw it away.
But that's what happened in the first half, which is get to the next play.
You and I were talking about the Kentucky contingent in the NBA as Huff blocks the shot. That's his second. Mathurin.
There you go. That's the tempo you got to play at.
Indiana quickly in the shot clock. You're right, they're beginning so deep into the shot clock, they've not been able to score.
You can't play deep. That's what we talked about at the top. That's why I said you got to look to get it going early. Because this team is too good to play late in the shot clock.
That's off the rim. Jokic blocked by Nembhard.
Well, that shot clock doesn't change. You got to go double. Yeah, there you go.
And that's challenged by Huff. But Brown
really thought it was, right? I couldn't influence the people in the building. But, yeah, I thought it was because his left arm, he definitely cleared it with his left arm. But they said that wasn't enough. But the main issue is they said instead of Jay going vertical, that he basically went horizontal. He went into him.
Furphy with the rebound out there with Jackson, Siakam, Matthews, and T.J. McConnell for the first time in the second half. Jackson goes right at Jokic, and Jokic gobbles up the rebound. That's his eighth. Yeah. Murray, and that ball knocked out of bounds, and Pacers ball. Zeke Naji is in 20. Siakam, and a foul. So a couple of free throws now for Siakam. He got the first, and now this from Hope Plumbing.
You may not think much about unclogging a drain.
Siakam had one of his season lows the first time these teams played. He had 14 points. Again, they've got athletes that they can put on Pascal.
No question. I think was that TJ trying to get back in the mix and knock Murray down?
Murray on Friday had 37 in their home loss to San Antonio. In fact, in their last two, San Antonio lost both games. In fact, they've lost 5 games this year when they've led by 10 or more points. And so you were thinking if Indiana can keep it manageable, and let's see what they can do with 2.5 to play in the quarter, down 21. Davis at the point, but there's the guy who orchestrates everything.
Goodness, this guy's, he's got, among the other things, feel. He's got vision on what's coming, so he just started going to a shot and got 2 foul shots.
Jokic has 18 points. A reminder that on Friday night, the Pacers on the road show with JJ and Eddie.
The other thing, did you see those 2 foul shots? The touches is something that he has too. And I don't mean just passing, I mean shooting.
He has 2 rebounds and 2 assists shy of his 12th triple-double as McConnell, it's a long 2. And now a foul. It's on McConnell. He's pleading his case to Sean Corbin.
I'm looking at Jokic, kind of laughing, not heartily, because Rick Carlisle called what the play is going to be.
Now they go to double Jokic
In the corner, they'll find it.
and it's Bruce Brown.
I'm just telling you, the guy's that good. I'm seeing the corners wide open, he'll find it. First of all, he can see over the top of it.
And they've hit 100. It's the 7th time this year that an opponent has scored 100 or more points through 3 quarters. They had 2 out there on Siakam.
Yeah, it's willing to let Furphy go free in order to keep seeing. They did the same thing here.
And Siakam lost it, puts it away, and it's rebounded by Brown.
Because their defense is smothered.
You know, the one thing I have noticed, and again, he's missed a month, in his 15 minutes, he helped get the steal there, is Furphy really hasn't looked at the basket. Now he will for the first time. And he stepped out of bounds.
That's not having it.
It's raised up, you were not over the line, but unfortunately, I think his heel touch.
That's exactly what it is.
And Bruce Brown again, he's had a big 3rd quarter.
And he's enjoying it. Trust me, he's enjoying it. He did not like getting moves from here.
Went to Toronto, then last year spent the last half of the season in New Orleans after he was traded. McConnell out to Siakam, drives on Brown, and Brown the foul. Pacers tonight 11 of 14 at the free throw line. That's 79%. Denver 14 of 18. Not a lot of free throw shot, but the Nuggets still shooting 63% from the field and from 3-point range. Indiana at 48% and 45% from 3-point range. Quinn, those are all numbers that early in the season, the Pacers, yes, absolutely.
You definitely will live with this. You're playing a team that's a high-powered offense, at least tonight.
They're averaging 124.6. That's number 1 in the NBA. Jokic misses. Furphy the rebound.
You got a chance with the clock running down.
3 seconds. McConnell beat the buzzer.
Yeah, a really tough shot. I mean, that one's one from his spot, but he's fading away. But you got to make sure you're alert on the other end. But Jokic does this really well. Thank goodness he missed it.
Him and Jarris Walker are on the floor. McConnell. 10 points for TJ McConnell. Continues to shoot that mid-range. 5 of 6 tonight. And again, over the last 8 games, better than 60%. See if the Pacers can make some kind of run here. And Valanciunas lost it, picked up by the Pacers. Running McConnell. Matthews in the corner for 3.
Quick trigger there. Doing a really good job of getting himself put in the right position, and I mean in a hurry.
And all of a sudden, the lead is just 18. It was 29. Watson into the lane. And Hardaway in and out, no good. Jackson the rebound. Here comes McConnell. Now Walker from 18 feet, good. Jarris Walker, 7 straight to start the quarter.
Yeah, you got to get up and pressure. You got a nice little run going. You got to get up and pressure some.
It is the closest, Quinn, the Pacers have been in some time. They've trailed by 16. You got to go all the way back to the first half.
This is what we talked about a little bit earlier in the first half. These are non-Jokic minutes that you have to take advantage of.
Valanciunas fouled. Coming to help was Valanciunas. 78% free throw shooter, 82% last year, and it's a 103-86 and 1-1.
Yeah, they're 21-1. And then there's the talk about whether they can beat the 73, beat the Golden State record of 73 wins. And Draymond Green said something that you better listen to if you're Oklahoma City. He said it took 3 lives out of it. It's really hard to do that. You end up playing at a much higher level than you even know, trying to do something like that.
The lead is just 15 for Denver. And a bumping foul called on Siakam. That's going to be on Jackson.
Yeah, they're long past the collision. They're into at this point. They're into
Times has given up at least leads of 12 and lost. That's in and out, no good. Pacers get the rebound again. Recently, their last 2 losses, San Antonio, Dallas. Here's McConnell, missing. Valanciunas the rebound.
That got challenged a little bit more. Murray timed the jump just enough to throw TJ off where he had to shoot it higher than I think he wanted to.
Murray, 34 points, back in. Hardaway hits a big 3. Indiana had gone 9-1 on that run. Siakam gets inside against Valanciunas. Rebound Bradley, and he's fouled by Valanciunas. We've seen all 3 centers tonight, and now a message from Bill. Again, if you're just tuning in, there were 2 big runs by Denver. 13-0 in the first quarter, 22-3.
Oh, TJ got it.
Here's McConnell, and Siakam lays it in. The Pacers, Quinn, have cut it to 14, and there's a real belief in the building now that this to Jamal Murray against McConnell, and McConnell called for the foul.
But that jersey says he's got something in his hand.
35 for Murray.
I think it was just a disappointment in not getting the call.
13 of 18 tonight, 6 of 5 for Murray, 20 for Jokic, and 14 off the bench for Bruce Brown, matching his season high. McConnell will let the ball roll. Go up and under. TJ with 2 more.
He can attack Hardaway. Oh, we thought we almost had one. We had one right there as the ball is coming inbound.
Murray for 3, and that's his 7th. We have seen 2 guys on a heater the last 2 games.
No question. Donovan Mitchell was the same way. And believe it or not, Chris, when I looked at it this morning, it showed it again.
Yeah.
Right there. There you go.
Watson blocked it from behind. He was 17 for Denver. You said you have to take advantage of the non-Jokic minutes. They did, but then Murray came back in. That rolls off the rim. Pacers have it with Siakam. And on the pass, Siakam is fouled.
To keep you on the feet. He can shoot it.
Make shots.
Yeah. You see how quickly they got to him?
And he almost threw that in.
Sure did. But that's why they got to him.
All 16 attempts from 3-point range.
That's what he does. He's a 3-point shooter.
He's had another good game tonight off the bench. He has 8. He had 15 here, a season high on Monday. Now over the course of the last 4 games, he's scored 33 points. Pacers within 15. Hardaway gets inside, no good. Valanciunas, that's an offensive foul. Jokic rests with Robertson. He's had 75 of those before the fourth quarter. Another basket. The Pacers cut it to 30.
Let them get the ball in. But that will be
something to watch now.
Something to keep an eye on.
Jokic back in. Hands it off to Murray. Jokic in the lane scores. And again, now you don't have the advantage of the non-Jokic minutes. Tony Bradley goes to the basket, fouled.
Jackson is the person. Bradley gives you a big body to put on him, and Huff stretches the floor and can make threes. This is that's centered by committee. They have different skill sets, and what makes it work effectively is the fact that Coach Carlisle understands what needs to be done and when. Because it's just like you and I can have the ingredients, but the question becomes, do I know how much oregano to put in it?
Right.
How much, you know, that's about it. I don't cook very much, obviously, because oregano is what I know. Salt and pepper, you know, it says salt and pepper. Some people will put too much, some won't put enough.
Yeah, is there a pinch or is it
right? Or is it
a tablespoon?
Yes.
Well, David Adelman has gone back with Bruce Brown, and Murray scores again.
Because Bruce Brown helps them be able to switch from a guarding standpoint. He just picked up his fourth foul. Maybe that's just a second foul.
Hitting 50% from the field. It is the second team in NBA history to do that in the first 20 games, as Shepard nearly had the steal. The only other team to do that 2 years ago, the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
115-100. Watson nearly had it poked away, but then left it short, and then knocked out of bounds by Indiana.
Well, if you're talking about somebody in the zone, he's shaking his hand, basically letting you know he is hot.
44 for Jamal Murray, 2 nights after Donovan Mitchell had 43 here. And I mean, he's made it look easy with the way he's hit that jump shot.
Chris, when you're in the zone, you make it look easy.
And with a left hand, Nembhard got it. 5:40 to play. The Pacers need stops.
This is how they're breaking the press. Look at this. This is how they break the press. They just give it to Jokic. The Pacers have moved all the guards up, and Denver just gives it to their center.
Murray off the screen. Wanted to step back, and now steps back. Left that short, and it bounces in.
I'm telling you, that was a check, a heat check. Hit the rim.
47-2018 in a win against Phoenix. So
for Makes, he's matched it.
He's met
about it. I don't care who that is. I mean, all of us enjoy basketball. I still been talking to Adam Silver. We talk about moments. With those people that are following this game, either on television or here in the arena, this is a moment.
Watson got it. And I was going to say, you've been around this game a long time. You've seen the generational change. There's always somebody, the next, right? The next group.
No doubt about it. This league is in great hands, not good hands, great hands. There are a lot of great players.
And Hardaway got the dunk.
Those guys are moving up, getting ready to finish. I mean, look at the talent. I mean, you go up and down the line, and the Pacers have it, and Halliburton, Nembhard, Mather's going to be part of that.
Good job by Benedict. Nice pass inside Nembhard. Bradley fouled. That country has been in basketball.
I think they really have, Chris. And you've seen it more.
Bradley getting the bulk of the minutes here in the fourth quarter. 125-109. The Pacers got as close as 13. But Denver able to keep Indiana at arm's length. Trying for their 8th straight road win.
I don't know where Nurkic was throwing that. Joker was throwing that ball. He threw that. If he'd have been back there, he couldn't have caught that pass.
Nembhard just hit a 3, now drives. Siakam for 3, got it. And it's a 13-point game. 3:54 to play. You have to have stops. Murray for a 10th three. A career best 10 threes for Jamal Murray. He has 50. First one.
You got a 50 piece. That's a problem. Coming back at you with Siakam. You got a 50 piece. My goodness. And I don't think the Pacers defense has been bad on him.
No, he has made it look easy from the standpoint that everything for him is in rhythm, even when he is defending.
Here. Hey, what he's done, he's taking the pressure off of Jokic.
They've combined for 73, and Murray has 50 of those. 129-115 Denver.
And so it's great to see the work that Lloyd Pierce continues to do off the court and the difference he continues to make.
We have, our coaching staff, I mean, all of the people at Pacers Sports and Entertainment make you a part of the community. So as I was having the conversation with Adam Silver, what I wanted to get to and I never got to is just the way the league in general has done things in the community because they respect the fact that you are a member of this community and need to support it, and that's what Lloyd Pierce and the coaching staff have been doing.
And again, we had Adam Silver with us in the second quarter. It can never be long enough because there are so many things when there have been issues worldwide.
They're doing it this year. Muncie, Vincennes, Noblesville, Plymouth, Knightstown.
For Ethan Thompson, it was his first NBA game. He's been terrific in the NBA G League, and he's got the ball. He was averaging 26 points per game in Sioux Falls. Peter, catch and shoot three. Rebounded by Jamal Murray. And with less than 3 minutes to play, it's a 15-point Denver lead. Pacers fought. Cut 29-13.
Chris, we've been seeing it, and it's been some pretty efficient. I mean, though you don't like being at the end of the game like that, the Pacers continue to fight. And I continue to see it get better, frankly, because it's just getting guys back in their natural position. And I cannot tell you how important it is, because I don't have to think about what I'm doing when like that.
131-118. Jokic right now is 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. He has 24 points and 13 assists.
Then he's your press breaker.
Murray has 50. His career high is 55, set last year. And he's got 52.
Chris, you usually good at this. Pacers, did they throw that? Now, how many shots has he made in a row?
That's a great question. What I was looking at is how efficient he's been. When he scored 55 last year, it took him 36 shots. He's only taken 25.
Yeah, because he's made consecutive shots. He's made a lot of shots in a row that could really shut him down. You need a fire extinguisher for him, Chris.
Nuggets will win their 8th straight on the road, a brand new franchise record, and 6 of those 8 right now better than 10 points with inside 90 seconds to play. Pacers will fall to 4-18. Denver will improve to 15-6. And they currently are 5th in the Western Conference. Are there 4 better teams than them?
Well, Houston is better. OKC is better. Some may say the Lakers. I'm not sure about that.
I'll tell you a team that's playing pretty well right now. They don't have Wembanyama is San Antonio.
They really are. That's one of the teams that they would have, that I think they would have ahead of them right now. Because they don't have Wembanyama and they've been winning.
I'll tell you another team to throw up there would be Minnesota.
Yeah. I don't want to say paper Tigers. I just struggle. They don't, I mean, Anthony Edwards is a talent. No question about it. Randall. They've got some players. I just don't see a consistency from them.
Just checking the standings. You're right. San Antonio right now 4th.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a team that's playing pretty well right now, Phoenix.
Yeah, they are. But I think Book is out there. They played really well, and they won the game that he went out. But Book has he's been on the floor. I'll tell you what, they made it hard on the Pacers, Chris. When we played out there, Gosh, did they make it home. Okay, there's work to be done. Got to go to Chicago and figure it out.
Back-to-back 135 points given up. First to Cleveland.